everyone, my name is Balki. I'm a faith, fashion, and lifestyle YouTube blogger and vlogger, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I really wish I had a veteran to do this video with, just so you can hear it from the horse's mouth and, straight out someone who's been an old soldier. But in this video, I'll be talking about old army versus new army, and some of these notes I have in my little book here. They're directly from people I've spoken to who've been in the army. Some of them, retired sergeant, retired officers. Every now and then I like to ask questions and see, how it used to be back then. Okay, so yes, old army versus new army. I am new army, but some of these, like I said, from out of veterans' mouth, even though I don't have them here with me. So number one, it used to be called the mess hall, right? Now we call it the chow hall or the DFAC. So back then it used to be the mess hall. It sounded wrong, like mess hall. It sounds so, I don't know, it sounds just weird. It sounds weird. But yep, that's what they used to call it back then. It used to be the mess hall instead of the chow hall. We know it as the chow hall. There was this cadence talking about mess sergeant, pretty please, something like that. And yeah, I was like, wow, interesting. And then back then, for the units to communicate with each other, or the company or the platoon or the squad, whatever, they have AOL. I know back in my dad's days, he had AOL or email. That's how he communicated with his, his sergeant or higher ups or, NCOs, and that's how they communicated with each other on AOL. Now we have Signal, okay? No more AOL, Signal or GroupMe. Yeah, Signal. I know at AIT we use GroupMe. Here in my first duty station, it's Signal. So you add everyone, just add your phone number, and download it, add your phone number, and they're going to send you an invite, and you're in. That's how information flows. So you constantly got to keep up with that. Yeah, you constantly got to keep up with that. They have information for the following week, what's happening the next day, PT formation, uniform, any events going on. So like your phone can constantly be going off. Yep, so that's that. And then back then there were no phones at basic training. Yeah, for this one, I heard it from a drill sergeant mouth, and he was like, when he went to basic training, he only spoke on his phone one time the whole 2 months he was there. Yeah, he only spoke to his family once, and they locked the phones up. But now, you can talk on your phone. They will allow you to talk on your phone every week, at least once a week, or if it's an emergency, you can do twice a week. Depends on what's going on. Yeah, nowadays you don't give these soldiers their phone, we're gonna have a problem. I remember there was a time when we entered one of the phases. I think it was like the second to last phase, I forgot it now, and they promised us to give us an hour, right? And they were like, okay, 30 minutes, we're gonna go to the DFAC, come back, and you have your other 30 minutes. But then when we got back, that just hurt lots of people's feelings. When we came back, yeah, we didn't have those phones, and some people were crying. Like, I'm like, dang, Juicer, I hung up on my grandma. I told her I'm coming back. But they hurt. People were crying. Yes, they were crying, because they were betrayed. Like, you told us we're gonna have this. We willingly put up our phones just for you to tell us, oh yeah, we'll use it some other time. Really, God is watching you, Joe. Sorry, God is watching you. But yeah, there were no phones, but not so nowadays. We need those phones, okay? Like, we had it every Sundays. Yeah, every Sundays. I know at 09 Mike, we had it every Wednesdays and Sundays, but at basic we only had it every Sunday. So once you get to basic training, do a little phone call, they tell you what to read out, they lock it up until the Sunday. And funny enough, I came to basic training on I think on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we did get it on that Sunday. So they kept to their word. And if anyone mess up, forget it. That's it. But yeah, and then back then, I heard this on a drill sergeant mouths too. Back then, you had to tie your own rope at Victory Tower. But now, the rope's already there for you. It's fall proof. But back then, they had to do it themselves. Like, you fall, you break your leg, you break your, And then I heard this from one of my friends, and he was like, there was no 20 feet wall for you to practice on back then. You just do the 40 feet straight. Yeah, there was no practice. But now you can practice as much as you can on the 20 feet wall. Yeah, you can practice as much as you can on the 20 feet wall before you go on to the bigger one, which is the 40 feet. So yeah, and then the uniforms also were different. If you watch some of the pictures, I know back in my dad's days, they had gray OCPs. It was almost gray, but now it's green. Yeah. So that has changed a lot. The uniforms have become very green over the years. They used to be very gray back then, but now I think it's better now. Like, I definitely like the ones better now. The other ones were just looking so dull, and yeah. These ones nowadays is much, much better than the ones back then. And then I guess back then the NCOs were very much more aggressive. Now you cannot, there's like an extent this drill sergeant can scream at us, you know. A trainee can report a drill sergeant for EO, you know. They don't play. They do not play about that. EO, they don't play. Like, yeah, they don't play. And of course, this drill sergeant sometimes, you know, we play in each other's emotion, because they try not to be too mean, because they want us to what can I say, vote for them for drill sergeant of the month. But then at the same time also, they're gonna let us know who's in charge, you know. So yeah, these are just some of the things I have seen between old army and new army, based on the people I've talked to and based on my own personal experience. I know certain people who've been in the army back then see the new army as a joke. They're like, okay, because this new one is, you know, is weak and all that. Y'all are having phones. Y'all are doing these TikTok videos and all these crazy things. And, you know, there's a major. I think her name is Major Calloway, something like that. I love her. She's on the TikTok. She's on the Facebook page. And then we have Sergeant First Class Latoya Green. Love her. She's also on the TikTok, on the, you know, on the page. And then I like this other one. His name is Aaron, and he's the one I actually started watching even before I, you know, joined the army. I used to love his videos, you know. But yeah, like, people out here, the new army doing great things. We're more social now, social media. You can watch videos about basic training before you go to basic training. You can watch videos about AIT before going to AIT, so you can know what to expect. Back then it was not so. You get into it, you do what you had to do, you graduate. Yeah, there was no preview of what you're going to see, you know. So all of that, I feel like the old army versus new army, there's a lot to learn from each other. Yes. New army might not be the most disciplined, you know, but we're still out here doing great things. We're still out here doing big things. So I don't feel like there should be any type of competition or any judgmental stuff. As long as what you're putting out here is positive, it's for the good of everyone. You're not out here doing crazy videos, you know. Like, I like to give very informational videos. Like, you will laugh and you also learn, you know. I have lots of questions on my YouTube channel about the army, loads of questions on my TikTok about the army. So there's a lot to learn, and yeah, that's the video today. Okay, old army versus new army, compare and contrast. Am I missing anything? If I am, please put it down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye for now. Bye.